Yesterday, Afghan citizens mounted protests in more than 30 cities and 3 continents of the world and demanded recognition of the genocide of the Hazara and gender apartheid in Afghanistan by the United Nations and the international community. More details in the following report.
Protests were held in different cities of North America, Europe, and Asia, as several news agencies have reported. These protests were organized by a people's headquarters which included Afghan immigrants and refugees around the world and were completely spontaneous, the organizers said. According to Siddiqa Mushtaq, one of the organizers of these protests, the objective of the demonstrations was to remind the world of Afghanistan's problems that have unfortunately been forgotten. According to Mushtaq, the arrest of young Hazara Shiite girls in Kabul by the Taliban under the pretext of not complying with the dress code required by the Taliban was one of the other issues that caused these protests to be held and drew global attention to this issue. Protesters around the world in their gatherings carried the slogans "Stop the Hazara Genocide" and "Women are not removable," and protested the continuation of terrorist attacks against Hazaras in Afghanistan and the Taliban's policies against women. In the wake of global call for protest against the genocide of Hazaras and gender apartheid in Afghanistan, demonstrators claim the Hazaras have been systematically eradicated from key governmental and military positions since the Taliban assumed complete control. The resolution contends that the historical policy of forced migration and land seizure initially implemented by Abdul Rahman Khan in 1887, has been reinstated under the Taliban regime. Protesters assert that the Taliban is seizing the assets of Hazara merchants and elites. According to the demonstrators, Hazaras find themselves once again the sole target of waves of targeted and systematic killings, continuing a long history of genocidal actions.